The black of the berry, the sweeter the juice.
So I got a few letters that I wanted to read for y'all today. Y'all see all this BS that's going on? Let's get into some other people's stuff that we don't know. Calling her a gold digger for what? Baby, if it were me and you pursued me that way, oh, your pockets be empty, boo. Your pockets would be empty. The movie Grease got y'all fucked up. Everybody want a bad boy. I don't know, my sisters, y'all gotta learn to love yourself, babies. What are y'all doing? You can't love anyone until you love yourself first, and that is gospel. Can't nobody love you if they don't love themselves. Y'all know I'm big on the truth and transparency.
Black, on everything black, overly black, on everything black, on black, I black, I am black, on everything black.
Hey, everybody, can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? If anyone can hear me, can you please hit the one because I'm on a piece of shit ass device, but I want to try to get this thing going. Okay. Let me start speaking to everyone. Hey, Tammy Lynn. Hey, King Kaios, my boo. Voodoo, what's up, girly? Hey, King Roman on go. Hey, Etanya, how are you? How you feeling, boo? Cruiser, how you doing? Miss Toby, Anthony Smith, Just Net, Ox City, Miss LA, Buddha Bell, and CEO, Little Boss Lady. Y'all, I got me a couple of good letters. I'm not even, these all came in. I'm actually going to try to get myself um m- more into coming live. At least I'm gonna try for 3 times a week. I keep telling y'all this. I'm gonna get it together. I swear I am. Welcome everybody coming in. Please hit the like button. Hey, Monty Zap. Tracy Whitehead, Sims Overdose, K Fit, the talk of the town. How you doing? So let's get into the first letter because this one kind of long. Um, This is from someone by the name of Claudia, as her screen name she uses for the letter. So she says, Dear Blackberry letter, I need help with recently reuniting with an old ex friend of mine. It's been over 10 years since we've last seen or have spoken to each other. I've recently come back to social media and started posting on Facebook, IG, etc. My ex friend sent friend and follow requests on literally every app I rejoined. At first, I was happy to see her, a little shocked, but it was good to know she was doing well. I was about to accept her request when the memory of what she had done hit me like a weighted anchor. Me and my former friend were young professionals at the time. We were dating, partying, and traveling the world together. Welcome, everybody coming in. Hey, Black Nation of America. I'm sorry, Saggie's twin, BA superstar. Candy Cane, how you doing, boo? So, they were traveling the world together. She was a little sister, best friend I have always wanted. We were really enjoying life. We were alike, but very different. I enjoyed dating, but never slept around with every man that offered to take me out for a drink. My friend, on the other hand, casual sex for her was as common as a stranger saying hello and offering one's hand to greet another. I didn't judge her for this and just reminded her to be careful and to use protection. Wait a minute. I lost my place. Hey, Tisa Boo. Vibrant, how you doing, baby? Wait a minute, I lost my place, y'all. I saw it. Okay. She had been talking to a new guy for quite some time, but when she revealed it to me, I was surprised that she hadn't told me any sooner. Apparently, she was worried I would say something about her dating an incarcerated man. Him and her had obviously nothing in common. I couldn't see how she would want to try and date a man in prison that couldn't offer her anything. She was seriously taking a step in the wrong direction at that time. I was one to not fight her on anything, so I told her to be careful when dealing with him, but also that I supported her. Okay, I got a lot to say already, but I'm gonna keep going. Um, Wait a minute, y'all. I'm trying to handle these two devices. When Okay, where am I? I just lost myself. Uh, okay, when this man did get out of on parole, I was finally able to see a picture of him, and she had took the day of his release. She had taken the day off for his release. It was then I could tell why she was attracted to him. He was good looking, tall and fit, but again had nothing to offer her. So I thought she was just going to sleep with him and drop him like all the others. But she never did. We saw each other less and less, and he was often there with her anytime we spoke on the phone. She really wanted him and I to connect and be on friendlier terms. I had agreed to meet with them for lunch. Then we went and did a little shopping afterwards. I was infuriated. She paid for everything and constantly complimented him and asked him what she should do. It was nauseating. Oh, child. I had never seen her like this before. As I was leaving the As I was leaving, he offered to walk me to my car. He had put his arm around me as we were walking, and I quickly removed it. I said to him that he better watch himself and not to play games with my friend or or else. He was shocked but smiled at me and said, "Okay, we'll see about that." The next day, I woke up to a long text message from my friend stating that she was blocking me and that our friendship was over because I hurt and betrayed her by making a pass at her boyfriend and that she wishes she never introduced us. She said that she shouldn't have trusted me alone with him and that he didn't feel comfortable being around her after I offered to sleep with him. I was so infuriated that she blocked me and never gave me the opportunity to explain. I sought her family out. Wait a minute. I sought her family and mutual friends out to explain what happened. Little did I know the two of them were on a hobo tour, defaming me to everyone that we've known. I was hurt and confused, so I decided to back away. Wait a minute. So I decided to pack away my hurt and moved on with my life. Several months later, I get an email from her requesting money for my last trip we had together. It wasn't that I never planned on paying her back. She blocked me before I could. I didn't respond to the email right away. I went into my savings, took out what I owed her, and dropped the money off at her grandmother's house. I sent her a short email stating that she could find the money there. After 2 or 3 days, she had written me back a super long email apologizing to me, telling me about how her relationship was over and how he put her in debt, used her and manipulated her. I stopped myself and never replied. She kept sending me emails, but I never replied back. She even dropped off holiday and birthday cards at my house for a few years, but I didn't reply. I was still very angry and hurt. She took his word over mine and never wanted to hear my side of things. It's been over 10 years. I'm a completely different person, but I'm conflicted. If I should open that door again, girl, shut that door, leave it put up. Girl, get the staples, get the nail gun, get some cement. You block that door with everything you could possibly block it with because that girl means you no good. She only wants the friendship now. Well, she only wanted the friendship once he was gone. As long as he was with her, she was fine with it. She was fine with defaming your name, knowing that she. See, this the shit that pisses me off. When they know your character, if you've never been one to sleep around to just want to sleep with somebody, you've never gone for one of her men before. Why in the hell would she think that somebody want her man that just came out of jail? That you who wants another dependent? So no, leave her be. Leave her where she is. Don't bother with her. Fuck her and everything she loves. You paid her back the money that you owed her, and that was all that you owed her. Okay, both them locks at the door. I'm just trifling. You sitting up there looking for a dependent. You better have a damn baby if that's what you looking for. Cause I ain't taking care of no grown ass man. That's crazy to me. And then you want to sit up there now and you want to come back and now that he done did you dirty after she done did you dirty for him. Now she want to come back. Child, bye. We ain't doing it. Not today. Right. She messing with him in jail because he cute. Cute don't pay no damn bills. Cute don't. I mean, what can he do with you? What can he do? Okay. Okay. Here's the next letter I received. Let me see. Who is this from? Tired but hopeful. My mother is a complicated woman. I love her very much, but she knows how to emotionally manipulate those who love her. There is something she learned from her grandma. This is something she learned from my grandmother. I would like advice on maintaining healthy boundaries with her until she. Well, sorry, I don't know why my mouth's so tongue tied. Oh, let me start all over. I would like to advice on maintaining healthy boundaries with her while still enjoying interacting with her. She's up in age, and I don't want our last years with each other to be contentious. I feel you can set boundaries and still interact with your mother. Now, you know when she's being manipulative, and you know that she does things to get her way, and if it's not anything that you really want to do, I wouldn't do it. It's not fair to you that you would have to be manipulated to do things when you really don't want to, and you know what's being done. I feel that you can definitely keep interacting with her, but you just have to set your boundaries when it's things that truly go against what you feel needs to be done or what you want to do. Don't do it, and she can only respect your boundaries. Because if you're not doing it in a disrespectful way, there's nothing else that needs to be said. Let me see. Hey, Mama Seven Boo, how you doing? I saw you out there dancing, girl. Y'all was looking good. Let me see. Miss Ray, Joy Bonds, thank y'all for coming in. Lisa J. Monet. I don't know what it's like the Francis Thibodeau and the Dominique Devereaux. I love your name, Lisa J. Monet. I think I like names that rhyme. Basically, I just feel like if you don't have to stop being around your mother, you can still interact with her without being disrespectful. Hey, Dr. Brown. Hey, Vibrant. Hey, Mr. William. Okay, now this is the last one that I have, and then we can like discuss a little bit of the other one. The Bushes Treasure Cash. I actually have like some more letters, but we'll see. Okay, so this one is formerly known. Formerly known as him. Dear Yaya, I was born male and recently underwent the final surgical procedure in my transition to be a woman. I believe I was, I'm sorry, no punctuation. Okay. Dear Yaya, I was born male and recently underwent the final surgical procedure in my transition to be the woman I believe I was meant to be. Having gone through this difficult journey, I feel that I have earned the right to live in my new reality and shouldn't ever have to bring up my past to anyone. My friends think that I should tell future dates what I used to be, but I feel I shouldn't. It shouldn't matter because I'm no longer that person. Thoughts? Okay, I'm a little bit conflicted on this. I feel that you should be able to live in your truth but living your total truth. My whole thing in this day and age of the transphobia and the way that people are unaliving trans people because they found out later. I feel like I don't feel that every person that you just meet you supposed to, hey, how you doing? My name is so and so and I'm trans. No, you don't have to do that. But anybody that oh, that's okay, baby. I don't even know how to put this setting on. I ain't even worried about it. But thank you. I appreciate you, ODS. Tennessee Whiskey, how you doing? I don't hate the Miss Queenie 98. Um, I don't feel like you have to tell everybody you meet is like that's your calling card. I used to be a man. No, but I feel like once you decide to be intimate, be prior to being intimate with someone on that type of level, I feel that they should know. Um, I feel like you should feel the person out. Be prior to telling them some of these people are so crazy out here. It's not like it used to be, and I just fear for your safety Not because I want you to tell everybody your business, but I feel like the world is not truly ready yet. Um, to where it wouldn't matter. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like you definitely should say something to the person. I feel that you should. Um, I wish you well in your journey, but I really hope you heed these words that I'm telling you. Hey, Big Red. Hey, Frank. I am Women Empowerment, Miss B, Bossy Don Diva, Thim Slit. How you doing? Yeah, so I definitely feel. Oh, I can't read that. It's too small on here. This is who I'm speaking of. Maybe if I put it on the big screen, I can make. I still. Oh, I need my glasses. Oh, I don't want to use the name. How you doing, boo? It took me a minute. Hey, Church Mouse. Hold on, y'all. Hold 1 second. Let me see if I can get. Did I put them on here or on the other one? Let me look. Uh, by not telling them you are taking their rights to choose, and that's wrong. Exactly with anything, Gambit. You never decide for somebody. That's the hey, Smooth Carter. Um, that's what I say about people that when they mess with a man and they don't know he married or he got a girl. You've taken that was my choice to make whether I wanted to be bothered with you. If that's if I wanted to invest my time in you, give me the option to choose. I feel once they decide to get close to someone, they should say something because trust me, someone in their past is going to tell just to hurt that person. And in this world that we live in today, yeah. Um, Trillery, I don't see you, but I'm speaking. I see I'm Dr. LaShawn. I'm speaking to you. Robin of Detroit, how you doing, boo? So yeah, I definitely feel that you should definitely say something. It just depends on when. I don't feel like that should be your calling card to the world, and I don't feel that you should have to. Um, I don't feel that you should have to be scared to tell anybody either. I just feel it has to, the timing has to be right before you get really serious with anyone. I feel that they should know. See, Trillery, I couldn't see you at first because I was reading. So yeah, I told you I don't be ignoring you. You just seem to think I do. Wait a minute, y'all. Hold 1 second for me, please. Let me go over here. Okay. Uh, Let me see if this works. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
I tried to kick the other one off. Let me see. Um, Let me see. y'all hear me? Okay, I'm sorry about that, y'all. I had to switch devices and I did kick the wrong one off. Okay, so this is a letter that I found that I really wanted to discuss. It's kind of long, but okay. It says it's me, 23, and my husband of 5 years, 26 male, took a break and he wants me back, but I feel like I've clocked out a while ago. Do I cut it off or give another go? So it starts off with me and my husband have been together for over 5 years. We've never officially got married, but I proposed, the female proposed around our 1 year mark since we've known each other for over 10 years before we got together. We weren't the fell in love at first sight type of couple. We never dated when we were young due to a bunch of reasons. We got together in 2019, moved in together 2020. Things were great at first. It was never 50-50 in our relationship, but he paid rent, I paid for everything else. He didn't work but got SSI, which is okay as long as he was taking care of the animals and cleaning while I was working. I hated my job during that time and I wasn't the best wife. I could I could I would come home and just laugh. I'm sorry. Would come home and just lash out without meaning to. I worked Wait a minute. I'm trying to make it a little bit bigger so I can read this. I worked on it until I was fired from that job. A little bit before I was fired, he lost his income. We were struggling, and he had been through an abortion a few months ago prior to all of it. And we had been through an abortion a few months prior to all of it. He had a job for the summer, then he was let go. He never looked for another job, had no GED, no diploma, and stopped cleaning and taking care of the animals as much. I ended up growing a bit distant due to stress and trying to mourn myself. We both struggled with each other and by ourselves. We made things better here and there. There was a little progress, but I felt like a parent. About a year or so ago, I thought we were better in everything we wanted to try for a kid, and we did. I got pregnant right away, and 9 weeks later, I miscarried. We both took it very hard. We mourned one day together, then felt with, then dealt with it in our own ways. I never got over whether I never got over either of the pregnancies. I got pregnant the next month and aborted it and never told him. I clocked out due to nothing due to nothing improving again or just improved really slow, and he clocked out too. I went and emotionally cheated on him and cheated. It was an accident, and then I blocked the person. I then started selling news and going on dating sites to find friends and have others compliment me. There were times where I did send pics and said I do things with them. My husband knows now since our last big fight and me saying I needed a break. We've been trying to be honest and see where things would go. The last 3 days have been hell. I don't know what to do. I don't know how he can forgive me and try to move on. He's actively trying to get a job now. He cut off his father before the fight because he was becoming him. He's been cleaning. I just don't know. What I feel, I'm torn and broken. Girl, you not torn and broken. I think y'all trauma bonded. It's kind of weird to me that you have a problem with letting go when there's really nothing to stay for. Through all of this, basically he's you say your husband, he's not your husband, that's your boyfriend. Y'all shacking up. Um, I think you need to figure out what you want to do with your life and not try to spend it with him because I don't see where there's anywhere to go from here. I don't know how he lost his SSI. That I really want to know. I mean, because that's almost that's guaranteed money. So I don't understand what you were expecting from that. Let me see. Was this the one? Okay, yeah, this is one I wanted to do. So she did make sure that ninja kept his medical appointments. Apparently not. I see. She said she had signed out. You say take one dog and roll out. See, she ain't said what kind of animals they were. Could be rabbits, chickens. Ain't no telling a daggone potbelly pig these days. Why did it? I don't know why they would try for a baby. First they had aborted, then they had a miscarriage, and then she aborted without telling him. Hey, the hood table. Hey, Angela T. White. Hey, everybody coming in. Please hit the like button for me. So I don't she definitely needs some birth control. I just don't understand. You both have checked out. It doesn't seem like there's anything to stay for, and I don't know why you want to stay. But I mean, that's your life. It's not mine. But if it were me or you, if you were my child, babe, I would tell you to move on. You need to get your shit together because something's wrong. You not working now. You sitting up here trying to. You was taking care of a grown ass man, and now that he done lost his income, you done lost yours. He didn't. He got a job for 3 months out of a whole year. Y'all done been together for 5 years. He worked 3 months, and now he wants to find a job that you're gone. Girl, bye. You need help too. You need to do some sit. You need to sit on the couch. You need to figure out what you want to do. What you confused about, sister? Angie, I don't know who she is. That took the hell out of me though just now. Okay. This one is she was good until he lost the SSI. He paid the rent. He paid the rent, but she paid everything else. Then she got fired, and then he lost his SSI. So I mean, it wasn't like they was rolling in dough. I don't even think they were really that comfortable. But I mean, it is what it is. I feel like after the abortion and the miscarriage, they just feel like they got to make it work if nothing else. Y'all knew each other for 10 years prior to y'all even getting together. She got rid of the new one because she had totally checked out. It was just really weird. So let me go to the next one, y'all. My husband, 33, is mad at me. And she's a 32-year-old female for using my own money to help my little sister. Let me start by saying that my parents had my sister Jenna on accident when I was 14. So I never really had a very close relationship with her until a few months ago as I moved out for college when she was 4. To keep a long story short, Jenna found out she was pregnant a few months ago during her senior year, and my parents immediately kicked her out. I have no contact with my parents for roughly 8 years now and hadn't seen my sister since she was about 11. Apparently, after she was kicked out, she stayed at a friend's place on the couch for a few weeks before deciding to call me via Instagram. I was shocked to see the notification but answered anyways. We ended up talking for over an hour as she cried and told me everything that had happened. She was pregnant, had no family except me, and she's just a teenager. It broke my heart, and the next day we met up for the first time in years. Seeing how much she changed since the last time I saw her broke my heart. Because of my parents and had an issue that happened with them that I won't get into here, I miss getting to see my baby sister grow up. Jenna told me about her situation and how she wasn't going to be able to go to college, even though she had amazing grades and had accepted had I'm sorry and had been accepted to multiple schools because of the baby and the fact that she needs to work to support him. She told me about how she was staying on a couch and the whole situation made me frustrated. That night when I got home, I was telling my husband about it and I brought up the idea of her staying in our guest house. For a little bit of context, me and my husband are very well off. As we both work high paying jobs, we have two daughters aged 5 and 6. And after my youngest was born, we came to the mutual agreement that he would be a stay at home dad and I would continue to work as my salary was over double what his was. Even with him home, we have enough to afford a large house and a guest house in the backyard, which I'm extremely grateful for. Let me go to the next page. When I brought up the idea, he immediately said no. He didn't want Jenna and her baby in the house as he thought it would add extra stress. After a bit, shit, after a bit of back and forth and maybe me guilting him a bit, he reluctantly agreed and she moved in. After she came to live with us, Jenna and I became very close. I was at her high school graduation. I was the one who convinced her to go to college a few minutes from my house. I was the only one in the room when she gave birth, and I was the second person to ever get to hold my nephew, Daniel. We set up a crib next to her in her bed in the guest house, and I thought the problem was solved. Everything seemed okay until a couple of weeks ago when Jenna started her new college classes. My husband hadn't complained much until then because he never had to be around her or the baby much. Jenna got a job after he was born bartending as her shift didn't start until mine was over and I could watch Daniel while she was gone. However, now her morning classes conflict with my work schedule, meaning my husband has to watch Daniel sometimes. This year, our youngest started kindergarten, meaning he has a lot of free time. He still cleans the house and does grocery runs, but he also has hours and hours of free time during the day. He got pissed off that he had to watch the baby, even though it's just for 3 or 4 hours in the mornings, and basically yelled at me one night saying I shouldn't have to suffer just because your freeloading sister made a stupid decision and got pregnant and went off on a rant about the extra money we have to spend. I tried to stay calm and remind him that she's just 18 and frankly, she works harder than he does. It would be a different situation if we couldn't afford it and she wasn't showing any initiative, and if she wasn't showing any initiative, but that wasn't the case. She takes college classes, works 6 nights a week, and still is a great mom to her son. She has shown us nothing but gratitude and even found time in her schedule to make my husband a cake for his birthday. Kicking her out and making her fend for herself would be stupid. She wouldn't be able to stay in school. She'd be I'm sorry, y'all. She'd be barely scraping by to pay rent in some shitty apartment, and she would be stuck barely staying afloat for her son's whole childhood. It may cost us a bit more time and money now, but when she gets her degree, finds a stable job, and can move to a decent place where she doesn't have to worry about getting her son his next meal, it would have been a small sacrifice. He couldn't see that through and kept on arguing about the money and the time he has to spend taking care of a baby that isn't his. I went off and said something along the line, she's my sister and it's my money. I spend it how I want, and if you're going to be too much of a child to help out a few hours in the day, we'll just I'll just use said money to hire a nanny. He was stunned as I've never been one to raise my voice and generally try to avoid conflict. Then he made a big stink about how he doesn't appreciate. Wait a minute, y'all. Why is this right here? About how I don't appreciate him and if I cared about the life we built together, that I wouldn't be sacrificing it for some teenage girl I barely know. Now we're both mad, and for the last couple of days, neither of us have spoken to each other unless we have to. I've been dropping off Daniel at my friend's house on the way to work, and Jenna has been picking him up. Wait, man. Ooh. After her classes because my husband refuses to watch him. How can I fix the situation and change my husband's mind? Kicking Jenna out isn't something I'm willing to do. Okay. So, what I feel is your husband is being a big ass baby. It's not like it's his money. It's not like what is he going to do with the hours that he has free? Is he going back to work now that the kids are in school? What is he going to do? And honestly, I feel like you can hire a nanny, have the nanny stay over in the guest house with Jenna lives, and that be it. I don't feel that it should cost it shouldn't cause this much commotion when in fact you said y'all are well off. I mean, it's not hampering any money. Exactly, Auntie Don. I think she should definitely get a nanny. Have somebody, and don't even have the nanny have to go into the main house. Just stay in the guest house, because I think it's really childish and asinine that because ooh, let me make sure I say this right. I feel like he freeloading too. The kids gone to school. You don't have nobody at the house with you. I don't see it. I don't understand what's the big deal. But what, you don't want her to get a little bit more money than you've been getting out of it? You done set your ass at home for 6 years now. So this girl is out here working, going to school, still being a mother, and being very grateful to you. So I just really feel like he being a butthole, and it's not even worth all of that. I mean, girl. Hey, Sheila the Quiet Storm, good to see you. Hey, Tracy Whitehead. Hey, hey, let's have a kiki. Yeah, he's definitely freeloading, and I don't see what does it matter. Bossy, like, if his free time, it's his free time, and I understand that. But by the same token, don't sit up there and disregard her feelings for her sister that she wants to help when she's taking care of you too. You don't have to babysit, but you're not gonna make me put my sister out. It's a big deal when you force me into your problems. But he's not. She's not forcing her. She's getting a nanny. But what he wants done, he wants the girl out the house. And let me tell you something. The way it's looking, you might want to get him back to work before you be ending up paying him alimony. That's what I said. Lisa J. Monet. That's exactly. Just hire a nanny and let the nanny stay in the guest house with the sister, and just leave it at that. It doesn't need to cause a big any more confusion. Now she says it's a small sacrifice because she knows within 5 to 6 years, the same amount of time that he had, that her sister will have graduated college, will be stable and able to take care of matters on her own. Miss B, she's not. He's not going to have to watch the baby. So it's that's a no that's not even a problem. She says she's getting a nanny. I don't know why you want to see the girl struggle. I don't know. Um he doesn't and as she said, he doesn't interact with her sister or the baby very much. So I don't see why it would be a problem with the girl staying in the house with a nanny, still being able to go to school and work. Um it shouldn't be her problem at all. Giving her sister places is good enough. The girl is living in the guest house, going to school and working. She would get my help. Exactly. It's not like she's lazy sitting at home trying to get welfare. My sister and I have lived together in different periods of our life, and ain't no man got any vote or input in our relationship dynamics. Period. I feel you. Seems like he is scared her sister's getting more than him. She needs to get rid of him and get a nanny. I am not gonna say she needs to get rid of him, but I just really think it would make me side eye my husband. Um, because I mean, you've been set home for 6 years. There's nothing for you to do. I do believe he's selfish, Tracy. Yeah, how do we know the husband is freeloading? He's not working. Remember, he's became a stay-at-home dad after the first baby she had, and they had two kids back to back, two girls, 5 and 6. So he's set home for 6 years already. Get a nanny for all the kids and make his punk ass go back to work. Exactly. I mean, they really don't need a nanny. All they need is aftercare. For the other two girls, young mothers are always misunderstood and dismissed. I think so too. Okay, Joy. He's a man, and I wouldn't feel comfortable with him changing my child's diapers. He's not the dad, so I like I said, hire a babysitter for 4 hours. I think that's the best thing to do. She's gonna struggle when she graduates because she won't know how to do shit. Anyways, how do you figure that, Miss B? How do you feel? How do you figure she won't know how to do anything? She's already working. She's going to school. So why wouldn't she be able? right. And she said she wouldn't tell us why the Sims overdose. Um, okay, so we got a little bit of that out. So she says this is an edit to it. It says, I agree with what I said about the money was out of line, and I will apologize to him for that. It's his money as much as mine. Lie. I don't believe that. I mean, but y'all joined, so okay. Those of you saying it's my sister's own fault she got pregnant and didn't get aborted and should not speak on things you do not know about unless you were there the night she got pregnant. Don't assume it was her fault at all. I don't think she exactly gave consent, and we live in a state where getting an abortion was not an option, especially as late in her pregnancy as she was when she found out. My main problem was the fact that he seemed unwilling to meet in the middle. He doesn't have a job and spends most of his time just lounging while the girls are at school. He doesn't want to help with the baby or go back to work or get a nanny, and I was frustrated. He didn't seem to be willing to compromise on any of those things. When I said I guilted him into agreeing, that was a poor choice of words. I just explained to him she had nowhere else to go, and if we didn't help, I was worried she and her son may be put in an unsafe situation. Okay. No, she's not. Wait a minute. The sister's relying on her to figure out her daycare. That's crazy. Where the daddy at? We don't know where the daddy is. And no, she didn't. She volunteered. She was the one taking care of the baby. But now that the sister has day classes, she's no longer able to do it because she has to work. So she figured we're a family. We're gonna do this together, and she would that my her husband would come in and help her. He said no. I just feel like it was really shitty that he doesn't want. She says he doesn't want a nanny. He doesn't want to go back to work. What else she said? Wait a minute. Where is that part? He doesn't want to help with the baby or go back to work or get a nanny. He's leaving her no option. So in other words, he don't care what happens to her. So yeah. No, I'm not dear Abby, but yeah, I mean, you should be able to go to family whenever you run into problems. Exactly. And even though they weren't close, they've made a bond. Mind you, she had gone no contact with her parents for 8 years prior to this, so she never even got to see her sister grow up. I agree. The father probably is not. And then I know it's more to this story, but she didn't go into more detail. Hey, Ashaka. Yeah, that's his right. But if she wants to hire a nanny, he gonna sit on his ass at home all day, doing nothing. Idle hands is the playground for the devil. I don't care what nobody say. He's sitting on his ass at home. It's for 4 hours a day. He doesn't want to do it. So don't tell her no, you can't get a nanny. He got too comfortable doing nothing. A man don't work, won't eat. These new age men I can't do exactly. It definitely sounds like it's definitely more to the story. Because she said she didn't find out she was pregnant till late. And she wasn't sure if there was consent given, which makes me think it may have been a date ape situation or something, but we're not sure. But um I really feel like, girl, get that nanny, keep on moving. He ain't got to be bothered. He ain't got to go to the guest house, he ain't got to be bothered with the baby, none of that. The girl will be at school in the morning, she come home, but when she get with her baby till it's time for her to go to work, and by that time that's when you're home and you can take care of the baby. I just feel like it's just really weird. She has the resources for all that because she's taking care of her home, the big house with the guest house. Her husband doesn't work. Both her kids are in school, so they're just sitting there. Hey, Miss Tiva. Hey, Amani S. So he's just sitting at home. I really feel that he's being really selfish. Um, and if it's that big of a deal to you about the money, why don't you get off your ass and go back to work? You don't want to work and you don't want to help. Something got to give. As my mama would say, shit or get off the pot. Yeah, so she and the baby are there too as well. But not for long. The Sims, they may be a little, maybe putting a little in, but I don't think the sister would go that far if she wasn't financially able to help take care of her sister. Now, mind you, she's not totally taking care of her because the sister works 6 nights a week as a bartender. So it's not like the girl isn't doing anything but going to school. She's still going to school. She's still working, and she's still being a mother. Hey, Leo, baby. Oh, okay. Yeah, it was in the very beginning. Let me see. Hey, Aunt Bernadette, I don't see you, but I see people speaking to you. How are you? So yeah, so I think basically that's it. Go ahead, do what you have to do for your sister. It will pay off in the end. Um, I think it's wonderful that y'all are building a relationship, even though it's out of um, it came out of a desperate situation. So yeah. Well, y'all have anything else to say about those letters? I kind of like those letters. I got a couple of more, but I'm gonna save them because I think I'm actually going to come back tomorrow and finish some more. He definitely isn't obligated. Also, we don't know what he contributed before he stopped. She said she was making double what he was making, so whatever he contributed still doesn't count. 6 years later, it's gone, bossy done diva. No, he need to find a hobby. He does. He need because becoming grumpy. He turned into a grumpy old man. Let me see. What reunion? Oh, on your family reunion. Oh, good. I hope y'all having fun. They are making up for loss. He needs to let his wife enjoy being a big sister. Exactly. Because it really seems like it was something that she wanted when she said she even didn't get to watch her little sister grow up. I'm definitely coming back tomorrow. I tell y'all, when I get on here and do these, I truly love doing these letters. I enjoy talking back and forth with y'all, even if we don't agree. You know what I'm saying? Tell that to the divorce lawyer. I just wouldn't want an angry man babysitting, but he's not. She's going to definitely going to get a nanny, and she might need to get one anyway. So, because the husband need to find something else to do. He needs to find a hobby, take up golf and fishing, something that he likes to do, just to get out the house. Exactly. Claim it on your taxes. Thank you, Miss B. I think so too. And I love to bounce off. Y'all know I love to debate anyway. But yeah. Hey, hold up, wait a minute. So yeah, I thoroughly enjoy coming here talking with y'all. So maybe I'll come back tomorrow at 2 and we can do a couple of more letters. My fame don't discriminate. We are loving rainbow. Exactly. So it's my god kids look like the United Nations. Kind of makes me know that I'm not alone with all this BS. Of course not. Well, she explained the possible. Wait a minute. And no, she didn't, Fran. She didn't. She just barely touched over it. When she was did an edit talking about people asking where the baby daddy is, and she said, you weren't there. We can't say it's all my sister's fault, and we don't. It seemed like there may have been a forceful situation. Yeah, he wanted his cake and eat it too, and the little sister baked him one for his birthday. Ain't that a bitch? Does he know the wife's Does he know the wife's complete past? Yeah, I mean there is no past. He knows that they've been married. How many years? She said. I'm not sure. Yeah, I say that letter for later. I'm not sure how many years. Um, they are. Wait a minute. Let me tell you. Let me go back this way. He's 33 and she's 32. Treasure Cash. They're 33 and 32, and the sister is 18. Hey, pretty chocolate girl. I think he's being selfish. Honestly, I feel like he feels that she's going to cut into what they have, and I don't really think it is. I honestly feel that if he keeps fighting it, it's going to cause even more tension between them. Even though she's doing everything to not cause tension, she's trying to rectify every aspect of it. Yeah. Well, y'all, I will see y'all tomorrow. I appreciate all of y'all coming out. I really enjoy our conversations. Um, and I'll do four more letters the next time. And I'll talk to y'all later. We'll have to talk about that one afterwards. Because that's a whole mess in itself.
So, everywhere I go, Joe, families be like, where you from? You know, whether it be New York or the UK. And I be like, I'm from DC, DC. I'm from DC, DC. I'm from I'm from DC, DC. I'm from DC, DC. Yeah, and they don't believe it, you know. So I just tell them this right here. Let the beat rock, let the beat rock, let the beat rock.
That was a good one.